Hello, people. Welcome to 15 Minutes of Talkin', episode 150. No. 160. Sorry, I lost count. Yeah, the entire past 10 episodes didn't happen. The show where, it's 9:20 p.m., but I got new shoes, which I'm hoping to show you. I don't know. I don't know anything. 15 minutes of talking is a series where I set a 15-minute timer, talk about whatever I want for 15 minutes. Once the timer goes off, I say a short goodbye, and the video ends, and it all has minimal editing. So without further ado, let's get started. I was productive and had it already pulled up. Hold on. Yep. Nope. Yep. I have a feeling that was the wrong timer. Hold on. No, it was the right timer. Update the streak editor, Bailey. Let's check in on video analytics before we start the outfit breakdown. Hold on. Because I like analytics, because I'm autistic, and I like looking autism. Hold on. Videos for, no. 8 views for yesterday's video. That's pretty good. Let's look at the video of 2 days ago. Oh yeah, the views have been revived, and 156 is still on the up and up. These, 153. It's only got like 17 views to go before it passes the legendary traumatic. Okay, it's only got 20 views to go before it passes the legendary traumatic sleepover with my cousins. You know what? Go watch both of them. Go watch episode 156 and traumatic sleepover with my cousins, and decide a favorite and like it. But only if you want. I don't really care. Anyway, let's start the outfit breakdown. This is bowtie number 9. He is a weird shade of yellow. I don't know. It's always I don't know how to feel about him. He's still beautiful, especially with this outfit. Hold on. Fit check. To suit. Gonna put this down. If we stop recording, it's because I accidentally left the hard drive to which this video is recording to dangling. It does not appear that we stopped recording. Yeah. But yeah. I decided to wear a suit today because all my outfits are determined by a random generator. But like, try tell me the random generator doesn't have a sense of style. Like one could think that this was human picked, but it was not. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna put up a suit jacket for it if I'm wearing a normal shirt. But this is a collared shirt, so yeah. Anyway, pretty sure this is the second time I wore a suit this week. I think I also wore it either Monday or Tuesday. I believe Tuesday? Hold on, this is where we look at thumbnails for other videos, because that's how I track my life at this point. December 1st. That was Monday. I was wrong. I forgot to set my newest video to not made for kids. Well, that seemed to help its views by a little bit, so I don't know. Yeah. This guy was covered in episode 92, I believe. Hold on, let me check. It's gonna be pretty quick. Hold on. 1, 2, No, 92. I don't know what I was thinking. 92, completely different episode. Oh, I did wear it in 91, but it was covered in, like, episode 70-something. 79? 78. Okay. This collared shirt was covered in episode 78. I have a green collared shirt, which is covered in episode 7, and I have this guy, which is covered in episode 78. I also talked about my Oshkosh meeps and derps in episode 78. Me, personally, I really like it. But you know what? I'm gonna like all the stuff I produce because I have a big ego. So, um, yeah. Sometimes I think I need to work on that. Yeah. This suit jacket was covered in another episode. I don't really feel like saying which episode because I don't know which episode. Put her there, Edward Bailey, I guess. Let me check. I always link the episodes in the descriptions of a video. Hold on. No. There we go. Let me see. Oh, okay. This guy was covered in episode 110. This guy, episode 23, I believe. Hold on. I promise it's gonna be over soon, guys. 2, 3, counting by 30s. Not exactly. 4. Okay. 4. Yeah, episode 23. Okay, buddies? Outfit breakdown is over. And in case you're wondering, but Bailey, what about the pants? Well, then you obviously must be new here because if you were a real fan, you would know that I never cover my shorts or pants in outfit breakdowns. Except for if you're like a real, and except for if like you've watched the first like 10 episodes and then dipped, but now you're back for some reason, and which welcome back. Please settle in. Please become a fan of me. I need more views. I don't need more views. My ego needs more views, which maybe that means I actually need less views so that my ego can, um, but please do, view more videos. I work this in my daily routine and, it causes much inconvenience, so, yeah. Also, oh, and this guy was covered in episode 19. Guess what? You know how in like an episode or so ago, I was like, hey, that's not looking so well. Yeah, theater class today, the little thing that connected this and this, was lost to the war. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do now, if I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, there's just. Sorry, friend A, I broke your bracelet that you gave me. I'll use the little pocket watch pocket that nobody uses anymore. Hold on, that's deeper than I thought it would be. Okay. I'm sticking it. I discovered like a hole in Wonderland that I would start like by putting my hand in, and then the rest of my body would follow, and that would just like disappear on camera. I don't know. Did I mention I'm autistic? Because I am. The weekend's coming. It's Thursday, yo. Yeah, I have stuff to work on. Math homework. I'm gonna try to get things organized to where we could perform a play like the last week of theater class. Because we're gonna be transitioning from theater A to theater B over winter break. But I can't do it the very last week because that's finals. And I don't think he'd let us take up the theater review day. And even if he did, I don't think I would want that. It'd be probably like 10 minutes around. We're adapting the chapter. What was it called? How Thor and Loki behold Friend the Giant. Friend? Thrym the Giant. From Padraic Column's Nordic Gods and Heroes. Which I'm pretty sure is in the public domain. Uh, but yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Ah, ah, mm, mm, no, mm, no. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. This is what goes on in my mind every day. I don't know what to talk about because I have social anxiety. Not social anxiety, I just have a lack of social skills in general. So I mean that's great. It's great, buddy. Ah, fun. Yeah, that was a separate blanket the whole time. This is my dad's room, by the way. So we're gonna just go into stuff about stuff and things. I forgot Red T, if you are back in the States now, and you are watching, I'm so sorry. You're going again. Mm, mm. They're getting a nice shot of your aunt so that you don't have to be on camera.
Oh, I was purposely walking funny because I thought I was on camera.
My father just came into the room. Marshall. What you playing? Nice. The Xbox turned on, sorry I had to. Anyway, right, I had a train of thought, but then I lost it. Oh right, we're gonna have to resume that over the next week. I really don't want it to have to go into finals, but the way I think it's gonna work out, we will have it finished on Friday. We'll have the card back, and then I can start like finding out the details about how to get it shipped to him. The thing is, I can't forget it a single day next week. And if you're like, but Bailey, why don't you just do it tomorrow? The next day after the day two of getting the card signed is kind of integral on it being a green day instead of a navy day. My school is like block scheduling where it's like 4 classes one day, 4 different classes in the next. Uh, sorry, I know the backlighting is horrid. Uh, just there we go. That's better backlighting. My legs look so long in proportion to my body. My legs longer than my body. Hold on. Feels weird. Yeah, I can't do this without bending my back. Yeah, way longer than my body, apparently. I'm flipping. I'm falling. Help me! Anyway, shoes coming off. Today my elf and the elf's gang are ravaging ornaments. So that's nice. What's the point of Elsie being over here is to watch me and make sure that I'm good and not to get into hijinks. So yeah. Maybe she's being more attentive this year. Maybe this is whenever kids start to be bad this age. Which is why I've got to do extra work to make sure I'm a perfect angel. Oh. The light light makes my nose look like it has sunscreen on it. Let me just like rub that in real quick. Nah, it still has sunscreen on it. The other day in art class, we had to draw the Mona Lisa as a warm up. So, pretty much like all of the art related teachers are just like the best teachers ever. My theater teacher, great. My art teacher, great. I've heard good reviews about the choir teacher. I've even heard good reviews about the study skills teacher, which is like a general elective, but like not really like an arts kind of thing. And I like teachers in general. Yeah. And that was a downer. I mean, I, as with anyone, have seen not good teachers in my life, but I've also seen some pretty good teachers in my life, and I'm thankful for those. Yeah. Anyway, have yourself the nicest of days, as always. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna start a competition. If you ever catch like a Bugs Barnes Bailey fan in the wild, and don't I have no merch. Just like if you ever catch a person wearing a bow tie. Oh no. But if you ever catch a single other person who recognizes me, uh, in the wild, just be like, challenge yourself to have like a nicer day than them. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just never mind. I'm gonna challenge my family who's watching this to have a nicer day than the others. That's what I'm gonna do. That wild thing that did not work. But if you're my family and you're watching this, you gotta have a nicer day than the rest of the family. That's your challenge. And if you don't, I'm gonna take away your red hair, Soup. I'm gonna take away Soup's red hair. If you don't have a nicer day than the rest of the family. I'm specifically talking to Soup at this point. I know you're watching. Um, but yeah. Anyway, like some blah, blah, blah. Like and subscribe if you want to see if I'm able to get permission from my theater teacher to put on our Norse mythology play. How Loki and how Thor and Loki before through the giant adapted from Drake Columns, Nordic Gods and Heroes. Goodbye now.